Coralia's tail, once a shimmering banner of cerulean and silver, now felt like a leaden weight. It wasn't the weight of the 10 perfect pearl-like eggs she had tenderly laid in a bed of softest seagrass, nor even the exhausting, miraculous effort of their hatching. It was the weight of 10 wriggling, squirming, endlessly curious baby merplets. Yes, that's right, 10. It was an unprecedented number, a blessing from the sea gods that currently felt like a magnificent, overwhelming curse. The first week was a beautiful, bleary-eyed blur of tiny gills fluttering and minuscule fins waving. But as the days drifted into weeks, the merplets developed personalities and speed. Anemone was a fearless explorer, constantly trying to taste the venomous tips of, well, anemones. Barnaby, stout and strong, enjoyed moving small boulders, often trapping his siblings underneath. The twins, Splay and Spray, had a talent for creating powerful whirlpools with their synchronized tails when they were overexcited, which was always. The others were a chaotic chorus of giggles, shrieks, and the constant, plaintive cry of Mama. Coralia was drowning on dry land, or rather, in perfectly oxygenated water. She couldn't be in 10 places at once. While she was untangling squirt from a fisherman's lost net, Anemone would be nibbling on a sea slug that made her glow alarmingly. While she was soothing a crying minnow, Barnaby would start an avalanche of clamshells. One afternoon, after rescuing Bubbles from the grasping claws of a confused and very apologetic lobster and finding Pearl trying to braid a moray eel's tail, Coralia sank onto a smooth rock. The 10 little terrors swarmed around her, pulling her hair, nibbling her fins, their demands a cacophony she could no longer parse. A single, glistening tear escaped her eye, mixing with the salt water. A gentle voice bubbled beside her. The current seems to pull you in many directions at once, little mother. It was old Tortoise, his shell a map of ancient tides, his eyes kind and deep. Oh, Tortoise, Coralia sighed, her voice thick with exhaustion. I can't do it. They are so many. I love them more than the deepest trench, but I am just one mermaid. Old Tortoise nudged a wandering Barnaby gently back towards the group with his leathery head. The reef does not stand alone. It is held by the coral, the kelp, the sand. Why should you? The words floated around her, simple and profound. She had been so focused on being everything to everyone. She had forgotten the community that surrounded her. The next day, when the chaos began anew, Coralia didn't try to fight the current. She swam with it. She found Orion, the old octopus, dozing in his cave of curiosities. Orion, she pleaded. Your arms are 8. I need 10. Just for a little while. Orion's eyes sparkled with amusement. He had always been fond of puzzles. In a mesmerizing dance, he unfurled his tentacles, each one gently scooping up a merplet, 2 arms even held to each. He became a living, cuddling playpen, tickling them with his suckers and showing them how to juggle tiny pebbles. The babies were enthralled. Next, she sought out the pod of dolphins. They are so fast, she told Squeaker, the lead dolphin. I cannot keep up. Can you show them the joy of speed in a safe way? Squeaker gave a cheerful click and summoned her pod. Soon, the older, careful dolphin young were giving the merplets the ride of their lives, darting through the water on their backs, herding them away from dangerous drop-offs and into safe, open lagoons where they could race to their heart's content. She asked the starfish to be bright, stationary toys for the babies to count. She enlisted a family of friendly seahorses to give slow, gentle rides to the tired ones. Even the grumpy pufferfish, Mr. Puff, softened when a merplet gazed at him with wide, admiring eyes. He would puff up just a little, not into a spiky ball, but into a funny, wobbling circle that made them giggle, then deflate with a comical WHRRR sound. The sea itself came to her aid. The kelp forests became soft, swaying playgrounds. The gentle currents were designated racing streams. A calm, sandy hollow surrounded by smooth rocks became the official napping nook, guarded faithfully by old tortoise. Coralia was no longer a solitary ship in a storm. She was the captain of a devoted crew. She could finally breathe. She could spend time cuddling each of her 10 unique children, singing them the old mare songs without interruption, learning the individual quirks that made each one special. One evening, as the sun cast dappled gold through the surface water, Coralia looked at her realm. Orion was patiently helping Anemone learn to count his arms. She kept getting to 6 and starting over. The dolphin pod was creating shimmering bubble rings for the babies to pop. The seahorses were weaving the tired ones through the fronds of kelp, lulling them to sleep. Old tortoise drifted up beside her. The reef stands together, he murmured. Coralia smiled, her heart swelling with a love deeper than the ocean. It does, she whispered, watching her 10 beautiful children, not as an overwhelming burden, but as the vibrant, joyful center of a whole, loving world. She was not alone, and that made all the difference in the 7 seas. The end. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.